what up and welcome back. What do we have in store today? Yet another foundation review. Y'all know I'm obsessed with foundations, and the foundation that I'm talking about today is the new Becca Skin Love foundation. Yeah, it looked like somebody was playing football with my box, but these are the things that happen. So yeah, we're going to take a look at this today, and if you want to see that, stick around because it's going to be coming up shortly. And while you're sticking around, maybe hit that subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up if you like my videos, and always leave a comment below because I think this one is actually going to be pretty funny based on some of the reviews that I've already seen for this foundation. I'm not anticipating the best outcome, but we gonna do it anyway. We gonna do it. Alright, just stick around guys because I'll be right back. Okay, so the new Becca Skin Love Weightless Blur Foundation, I think it came out maybe about 3 weeks ago, and I don't even think it came out 3 weeks ago, probably like 2 weeks ago, and it's a whole line. It's called their Skin Love line. It's supposed to be clean, whatever that means. There is a serum primer, a highlighter, and the foundation. The foundation is supposed to be, actually, you know what? Before I start lying, let me read stuff because I can read. Let's see what it says. For skin types, the coverage first is supposed to be medium coverage. For skin type, sensitive, normal, dry, combination, oily. That's a claim, but okay. What it is, a weightless, buildable, medium coverage foundation with a velvety, I can't read. A weightless, medium buildable coverage foundation with a velvety, natural finish that mimics the look of smooth, healthy skin. What it does, enriched with Becca's Glow Nectar Brightening Complex, a proprietary blend of natural ingredients and actives that help brighten, hydrate, and nourish the skin. This long-lasting, self-setting foundation provides medium buildable coverage that feels weightless and looks natural. Imperfections and pores are camouflaged thanks to a light as air blurring complex that keeps skin looking fresh, smooth, and shine free. We'll see. It's infused with flexible, breathable pigments that adapt and adhere to become one with skin for a custom second skin finish. Y'all have skin up in here a lot. We get it. Formulated with skin's health in mind, vitamin C supports a look of radiance, ginger soothes, and a quenching blend of cold-pressed avocado and melon extract maintains skin natural moisture level for all-day comfortable wear. Oh, okay. I only got the foundation because I wasn't interested in the highlighter, and the Skin Glow Elixir, which is supposed to be a priming, a lightweight priming serum. I did not get it because one of the first ingredients on the list was, wait, was it one of the first ingredients on the list? Well, one of the major ingredients in it is hyaluronic acid, and hyaluronic acid is probably the only thing short of this Georgia heat that will make me oily in no time with very little work. So I did not get it. And also because, like, I couldn't really understand what it was that made the primer special. It's $48 and I don't know what makes it special. So, yeah. And I was wondering, because it's at a serum primer, I was wondering, could you just use it as a serum? Because if I had paid $48 for it, I don't wear makeup every day, so I want to get some use out of it. And I was thinking, can you use it as a serum? And you use a serum in the morning and you use a serum at night, and it says that you should only use it once per day. So I was kind of like, that does not sound sensitive skin friendly, so maybe I won't get that. I mean, I might revisit it later on at some point, but for now, we're just going to stick with the foundation, and that's what we're going to get started on right now. So a little bit more deets on this foundation. It comes in 24 shades. You get more than an ounce. You get 35 milliliters or 1.23 fluid ounces. What else? Did I already say 24 shades? I did say 24 shades, I'm pretty sure. It is $44, which is not bad considering the amount that you get. And of course, it's Becca, so it's pretty inclusive color-wise. Now, personally speaking, I don't use a lot of Becca foundations because I've just had pretty bad experiences with Becca foundations. Well, not like bad experiences like, oh my god, it's breaking me out bad experience, but more like their foundations don't work for me. I either find them to be really heavy like the Ultimate Coverage Foundation. It's super heavy. I can feel it on my skin, and I don't like the scent of the foundations. Also, another problem for me with Becca is that their foundations tend to lean neutral regardless of what they say the undertones are. They really do tend to lean kind of neutral. Most of their products tend to lean kind of neutral. And I find myself consistently falling in between shades in Becca. So I'm never dark enough for one shade, but I'm never light enough for another shade, if that makes sense. The two shades that I would normally use in Becca foundations are Amber, and I forgot what the other one is called. The one right after Amber is the one that that I usually fall in between two of those. Let me see if I can find it. I think it's Amber, and it used to be Tobacco. It used to be called Tobacco, I believe, but they changed the name, and I think it's now called Maple. The undertones for Amber are supposed to be medium. What does it say? Medium tan? No, that's not right. A golden tan with warm and red undertones. And then the undertones for Maple are golden tan with yellow undertones. And I'm not yellow. I am more warm with that little hint of pink in my undertone. So I figured Amber would be a better bet. If I'm not right, then oh well. So how we're going to do this today is I'm not going to do a wear test today because it is Friday and I am not working today, and I'm actually not doing anything. I'm just kind of vegging today. I'm just like sitting at home doing absolutely nothing. So if I do decide to do a wear test, if I like the foundation, then I will do a wear test tomorrow, and then I will tack it on to the end of this video so that you guys can see, seriously, my Brooklyn is showing, so that you guys can see exactly how it wears. Like I said before, I saw a couple of reviews for it, and I maybe don't have great hopes for this foundation because one, it looked super thick like most of Becca's foundations. On one person, it looked very, very thick. I was going to use the Sephora diamond cut brush, but I think in this instance a damp beauty blender would probably be a better bet with this foundation, but we don't know yet because we haven't looked at it. So it comes in this really very simple box, really, really bright silver. Yeah. It comes in a squeezy tube, but this squeezy tube actually has a pump on the bottom of it. So we're going to start off by pumping it out on my hand, and yeah, I think pretty sure that's too light. That's another thing I heard about this foundation also, is that it runs kind of light. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Back, and I'm going to be using this teeny tiny hand mirror. And let's just, yeah, I probably shouldn't even, because this is probably most definitely going to be too light. But you know what? I'm a trooper, so okay, so it is too light, clearly, but it's not as bad as I was expecting it to be, honestly, and that's a bit surprising, seeing as, you know, it's summer, so it should be worse, which, if I like it, gives me hope that I'll definitely be able to wear it in the winter time. As for the undertone, it doesn't look, it looks fine. The undertone looks fine. It seems to be blending pretty well. It's not hitching or anything like that. Okay, so color aside, so far, like you can see what it looks like. But color aside so far, I'm not mad. I'm not mad. There isn't a whole lot of coverage, but I'm thinking that I could probably build it up. So oh, okay, no. Oh dear. Whew. All right, guys, I'm just going to finish up. You guys can see what one side looks like and then other side with no foundation. So I'm just going to finish up, and then I'll come back and I'll tell you what made me freak out like that just now. Yeah. Okay, so this is a foundation that's supposed to hide your pores, right? And all of that other stuff. In fact, it is emphasizing every single pore on my nose right here. Do you see that? If my eyes go out of focus, do not clown me. I told you guys I can't see this close. Also, I have fine lines right here on my face. Like, literally, you can't see them every other time. But the foundation is making sure that they are on blast right now. And right here, like, literally, it is sinking into the tiniest lines. Good lord. Alright guys, I am back and I think I finessed it. I hope I finessed it because it's too early for me to like retire. It's only about, what time is it? Yeah, it's only 6:40, 6:38. So it's too early for me to call it a night or whatever. So I'm hoping that I finessed it. It looks like it's finessed over there in the mirror, and it looks like it's finessed here as well. So I'm hoping that I'm not just blind, or hopeful, yeah. So yeah, let's talk about everything that I've noticed so far. The foundation absolutely refused to blend on my nose. Now, I don't have problems with pores. I have acne scars, but I do not have problems with pores at all. And every single pore on my face is standing out right now. I have teeny, tiny, imperceptible lines on my face. Like, literally, you can't see them. Like, ever. Like, ever. And this foundation is making them quite visible. The lines right here, I have lines right here that you can sometimes see, but the foundation is actually just making it worse. But the lines right here are never visible, but today they are. I have a couple of dry patches over here. Boom. Okay. They have sunken into my acne scars and are highlighting them. But yeah. Yeah, this foundation is a no. We're not doing a wear test because we're not going outside looking like this. No, we're not. $44 and you look like this, fam? Try again. On the plus side, I guess I can't feel it on my face. That's a plus, right? I finessed it with Kunafa and, well, yeah, Kunafa and Cinnamon Bun by Huda Beauty, the Huda Beauty Easy Bake Powders. That's what I use to finesse the color. I would say that I would wear this in the winter time because the color is not terrible. I don't think. You guys can tell me what you think. I think it would probably be better in the wintertime. But fam, if it looks like this on my face now, what is it going to look like in the winter when my skin is drier? I mean, my skin is very well moisturized right now because I saw videos earlier saying that it looked dry on the skin. I made sure I exfoliated, I moisturized, I used a facial oil before I put the primer on. Maybe the primer that comes with it would make a difference in the way that it looks, but I don't think you should have to buy a new primer every time you buy a new foundation for it to work. That's kind of like, that's a marketing gimmick. That's trash. So maybe I will get the primer to see how it works with it, but I don't think you should have to do that in order to get a foundation to work, and this one just is not working for me. But does my skin look blurred? I mean, I'm looking over there in the mirror, and where I cannot see the imperfections on my face, like where it doesn't look drying, it does look good. I mean, it looks really good from over there. If someone were to get close, thank God I don't have a boyfriend, because if he were to get close, he'd be like, babe, what's happening? It's not a good look. It's just not. All right, so here's what I think about this foundation. If you have extremely oily skin, and I'm not talking about combination oily, I'm talking about straight up oily, 24/7, this is a good foundation for you. However, if you have combination skin, if you have dry skin, if you have significant blemishes on your skin, if you have significant texture or acne scarring on your skin, don't do it to yourself. Don't. Just do not do it to yourself. Also, I was about to say something else and I forgot. Once again, bullet train. So another thing about this foundation is, like, there's not a whole lot of coverage to be had with this foundation. I mean, I have 2 pumps on this side and then 2 pumps on this side, and it's barely medium. It's quite light, but there isn't a whole lot of coverage to be had with this foundation. So if you're looking for very, very light coverage, I wouldn't even go so far as to say medium. Very, very light coverage. This is probably the foundation for you. Personally speaking, I don't think this foundation is worth the money. I really don't. While I am completely enamored with how I look on camera with this foundation, I don't like the real world aspect of it. And also, I have lights and reflectors and stuff like that, so that could be why it's looking beautiful on camera as well. I mean, usually I try my best to make sure that as many of my imperfections peek out as possible, but sometimes, you know, lots and lots of lights. But yeah, so it looks great on camera, but it doesn't translate very well in the real world. And because of that, this is a no for me right now at this point. The price point is wrong. The very dry looking aspect of it is wrong for me. And the fact that it's more of a tinted moisturizer than a foundation makes me say no. But like I said, I am contemplating getting the serum primer to try along with it to see if it performs better. If I do that, then I will come back with another video to let you guys know. Let you guys see actually how, you know, how it goes with the primer that it's supposed to go with. But once again, I still think that's trash. You shouldn't have to buy a primer to go with a new foundation. Every time you get a new foundation, that's garbage. But in this case, it might be necessary just because of the consistency of the foundation, which is very thick. Blending with the Beauty Blender, I had some issue with it where it would lift up like literally anywhere that you have a curve on your face, like, you know, the edges of your temples right here. It kind of lifted the foundation like right around here on my cheekbones because I have some really high ones. It kind of lifted the foundation. So it's not the easiest to blend. It dries relatively quickly. And it can look very patchy while you're building it. So I'm thinking this foundation is either an all-around no, or it absolutely positively needs the primer to make it work properly. Alright guys, thanks for joining me once again for another foundation review from your friendly neighborhood foundation hoarder. I hope you enjoyed this, and look out for another one just in case I get the primer. But yeah, I hope I was helpful in helping you guys decide whether or not you want to get this foundation, whether or not it's for you. If, like I said, if you have dry skin or even combination skin, it may not be for you. And the color that I got once again was amber, which is described as a golden tan with warm and red undertones. The undertones were not terrible, not by a long shot. The undertones were probably the best thing about this foundation for me. But yes, it's a no for me, guys. It's definitely a no. Hope you enjoyed this, and as usual, it's been real, it's been fun, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.